All right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Today is National Mail Order Day, and it's kind of a fun topic. Joe Martone is joining us for this segment. In our childhood, we used to order things by mail order. Remember that, Robin?
I do. I got so excited. Catalog in the
today
box, the cereal boxes.
I got it on the internet, right?
Mm-hmm. You got to be careful when you say that, Larry.
But really, it's the same thing. You're still getting it through the mail, right?
Yeah.
No matter how, right?
No.
That's right.
No. Now, why would you disagree with that?
You have the other services that deliver now. They can deliver to your home, to your business. You don't have to. It's not the United States Postal Service. It's the other services that can deliver also.
Okay.
To you.
We didn't have that back then?
Did we?
I don't know.
If something came UPS, that was special. Ooh. Now it's normal. It's a normal thing. But back then, everything came mail. I don't.
But that's
UPS was a special delivery from Sears or something like that. Or in my case, there was a Sears, there was a Macy's, there was a Mally's. If something came special, then you would see the brown UPS truck pull up. But it was not the norm. You know
well, the way it's delivered is not my focal point. My focal point is that we delivered, that we ordered. We ordered things from the back of comic books.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember that.
Back in those days.
X-ray glasses.
That's one of the things most people remember.
That's what you wanted.
Because I'm so unusual.
Well, yes, you're unique. Like my teacher said to me, you're unique.
I'm so unusual as a male to actually be interested in female forms.
What? What's wrong with you?
Apparently nobody else is.
What do you mean female form?
That's where you get the X-ray spec.
Oh, that's what you. Yeah, but you know what, Larry? I heard it didn't work.
but anyway,
did they work, Larry?
I didn't. I never actually ordered them.
Oh.
I know you were assuming I did, but
yes, I presumed you did.
But anyway, I did order things. So so the topic is about mail order, but it's also about your allowance. Mm-hmm. So now you got the whole gist of what this segment is about. It's what we wasted our allowances on.
Well, my dad ordered something from
your dad.
My dad, yeah.
Did he get an allowance?
Yeah, very little. After he paid all the bills, I got money left. But he bought it behind it from the back from a magazine or something, and it was a pair of glasses you put on, and they had magnifying because he used to collect coins.
Oh.
So instead of one at a time, he just put these glasses on and work with it, right? And they were just a hunk of that came in the mail. I'm cleaning it up.
What came in the mail?
Gosh.
The glasses. They came in the mail.
It was just a hunk of.
Yeah.
What?
It starts with an S.
And how do you wear that?
Shabby. Well, very carefully.
Okay.
But he put them on basically, and they fell apart.
Yeah.
Real cheap plastic from China.
Okay.
And it wasn't a cheap price. It was a decent price he paid. Mm-hmm. And he got agitated. And my dad was a very cool, calm kind of guy. And when he got agitated about something, what do they say? It sticks in your craw.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we used to travel to New York, Rye Beach, New York, the amusement park, Rye Beach. And just over the line there, I guess, there was the manufacturers for Lifesavers.
Oh.
I don't know where exactly it is, but it's in that area. And cool, because you drive by and there's gigantic Lifesavers outside the factory here. But the crust of my story was, we were going there and he said, this is the address that it was shipped from. And he went right to that factory or whatever, which in reality was a distribution center, what we call a fulfillment center now.
Right.
And then he went in there and he wait in the car. My dad was 6'1". Back then he was
And what happened?
We got a whole new brand set and everything that was correct, not all a hunk of junk.
Did he have the old one with him by chance?
Oh, of course he brought it with him.
So he said, "Hey, I'm going to show this in person."
Oh yeah, and then I took after him one time when I was up to Connecticut visiting, and I bought this power washer. And it fell apart. I mean, it just literally fell apart. You hook your hose up to it, and just the whole thing just plop.
Wow.
So I said, why? She just looked at me, the girl, and she was just only, she was only the receptionist. Yeah, a big guy walking in there, and she says, wait a moment, please. She says, what's your name and address? We will send you a brand new one. What do you want to do with it? Just throw it out. We don't want it. Just throw it out. It was They don't repair them; they just throw them out.
So was the new one better than the one they
Yes.
sent you?
Yes,
Was it sent in the mail?
UPS,
Okay.
Oh my.
because it was 3 foot long. You know, one of those, the ones that you hook up the soap dispenser under it and you do your cars. That's what I bought it for.
Oh,
To
cool.
wash the cars and everything.
It just didn't work, huh?
It just fell apart. It just fell apart. It's like,
Oh.
Did the second one last longer?
oh yeah, it did for some. So maybe that first one was made on a Monday or a Friday.
That's what they say, right?
That's what they say. Yeah, the way
So,
they-
so I want to talk about the things we wasted or spent our allowances on when we were kids.
when we were kids,
You already mentioned the X-ray specs.
Yes. How about magic? Is there magic in there somewhere?
We probably ordered. I
I used to go to Magic Shop.
I used to love magic tricks. Yeah.
Oh, well, we had one in New Haven.
Uh-huh.
And it had, they had all the other geek, but then they had one of those roll around. Remember the display that turned, and all these little
Oh, yeah.
blister packs around there. You turn it, you see all
Right,
the.
right.
Well, that was full of magic tricks,
Aw.
and that was my once a week. I got my 50 cents or whatever. I go down there.
So how'd you get there? Bicycle?
No, I walked. At first, I walked, and in later years, no. Most of the time, it was a nickel back then to get the bus from where I
my
lived
gosh.
to downtown, and it was like 3 blocks from my house to the bus station. So I had to walk, get through it, and it was funny because the bus was called the Orange Street Bus. And that's the street it went on. Orange Street went all the way from one end of the town, all the way into the New Haven Center, turned around and went right back up Orange Street. And that's all that bus did. It never went anywhere else in the city.
Wow.
Orange Street line. But it was always full of people because it was all residential. And I don't know if it's running to this day, but all that area has never been built up. It's all residential. And it's cheaper to walk to that bus, unless it's pouring rain, and get the bus and come back, and and even with the snow or something, why hassle with all the traffic in town? But like Larry says, you start buying these little things. So let's get back to Tarbuck. Sorry.
Yeah. No. That's fine.
That was
We bought some crazy things with our money when we got our allowances. Do you remember how much you got, Robin, when you were like 10 or 12 years old?
Oh, I got 50 cents a week. And,
What?
And then it was up to $1.
What?
And it was up to $5.
What'd you get?
Yeah.
I got a
I
quarter.
bought a Vermont-made doll from the box that
Whoa.
maple syrup.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
It was like really tall. It was about 12 inches high, and she had a pretty green and white dress
So you
on.
ordered it from
from the syrup label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you know about it?
Because it was on the syrup label.
Syrup
It said,
label.
buy
Advertised.
this Vermont-made
What
doll
do
on
they
the
call that?
syrup.
Cross-advertising?
Vermont-made
Did you
syrup.
have to cut the label off of the bottle?
Yeah, you had to put your name and address, and then you put your money, and then you'd send it in
Put it in an envelope. Yeah, I
and then
remember
they'd
things
send
like
you
that.
the doll in
It's
the box.
cross marketing, yeah. And they would just, in other words, the manufacturers of the doll broker a deal with the manufacturers of maple syrup and say, if we put the maple doll on your maple syrup, every doll we sell will give you 50 cents or whatever.
Was it a quality product?
It was very quality product.
Nice.
It was excellent.
And how much? You remember?
I don't remember how much it was. I just know it lasted a really long time.
Well, you have to think of it also is, and in her situation, the parents are buying the maple syrup, which is they're buying it over and over again. If she bought the doll from the maple syrup that they buy, and the doll was a junk, would they buy the maple syrup anymore?
Yeah,
No.
right.
So it had to be a quality product to go along with it, And then of course the maple syrup manufacturer had to print it on the back of their
syrup bottle.
the syrup
It's on
bottle,
the
the
label.
syrup thing with all the, and that's at their cost.
Right.
So they got a commission from the manufacturer of the doll.
So did you ever order anything like that, Joe? Like from the back of a box or the back of a
Yeah,
comic
because
book?
I remember when she sparked my memory, you cut it out, but you would cut it out, you fill out everything, then off of that you got the address, and you wrote the address on the envelope, then you put that piece of cardboard in the envelope, licked it, stamp, boop, and off it went.
What'd you order?
I don't remember.
You don't remember anything?
I do remember doing it, but what I ordered way back when, you? What'd you
I
order?
remember on the can of Green Giant peas, they were selling a Super Ball that was colored green. It was called a Super P. And
Super P, I like that.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember how much it cost, but you had to take the label off, like you say, on the back of the label, there was a place to put
On the back, that's right. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yep.
So you had to be careful. You don't rip it because, duck on it.
And I'm sure either put $1 in an envelope or $1. You have to tape the quarter to a piece of paper.
And
or
Super
whatever.
Bowl was about the size of a quarter, right?
No, the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
The Super P, okay.
Super Bowl was about the size of a tennis ball, maybe.
Regular Super
Oh,
Bowl.
not a golf ball.
A
Okay.
little small. Yeah, bigger than a golf ball, smaller than a tennis ball.
Because usually the Super Bowls were, I remember them being real tiny, like
Green.
a little smaller than a golf ball. But you hit that on the cement, and that thing would go up 30 feet. I don't know how they did that, or if they do make them anymore. I don't know.
I ordered, Joe, speaking of magic tricks, I one time ordered how to walk through walls. Instructions on how to walk through walls.
It's called a door.
I thought this is going to be so great.
It's got to be a door, right?
I'm going to be able to just go through the house without the doors.
Yeah.
What was
So
it?
I got in the mail an envelope with a tiny little piece of paper that explained how to build this wall that had this lifting bottom. So you couldn't walk through any wall. You could only walk through that wall.
Well, yeah.
And you had to put up a curtain so that your audience couldn't see that you're actually going under it.
Oh, okay. And then you had to
gonna
hire somebody
build
to
that?
lift the wall.
How am I going to build that thing?
That's funny.
See, we don't, as consumers or as USA public, don't think outside of the box.
I also bought a thing to throw my voice. The advertisement showed a guy who's confused because there's somebody trapped in a car over on a lift. And get me out, get me out, get me out. And there's another guy trapped in a suitcase. Get me out, right? And what it is this kid, and he's throwing his voice.
Exciting.
And I said, I want to buy that thing so I can throw my voice.
Was it an object or something? You put in your mouth?
They sent me this little vibrating thing you put under your tongue. Hello, Billy. I'm stuck in the hair. I'm stuck in here over here.
Did it work?
No.
It doesn't work now either.
No, nobody was wondering where I
I
was.
don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Nobody was wondering where I was.
No, they knew where you were. You sat right in front with a thing in your mouth going, whoa, 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 whoa,
Throw
whoa,
your
whoa, whoa.
voice. I got it right here. Throw your voice into trunks, behind doors, everywhere. The instrument fits in your mouth and out of sight. It was 25 cents. I got the
Wow.
actual ad here right
Oh,
I ordered some pots and pans for my dolls from the back of a Cheerios box.
okay.
And they were all, you had the double boiler, you had the crock pot, you had all the, the skillets and everything. So
Miniature.
Miniature for the dolls, and it was really nice. So I cut out the thing.
You got
my
good
name
stuff.
and all
Everything
that. Yeah.
I got seemed to
like
be
that.
yucky.
Did you ever buy
Good
silly putty?
Not through the mail, no, but I did buy it.
In the egg.
Yeah.
The egg, yeah.
Yeah. So I bought, my brother and I chipped in, my brother, the one who just died, we chipped in for a fishing kit.
What is in a fishing kit?
Well, we got a little, like a tackle box, and in the tackle box was all these hooks and stuff like that, but you had to get your own pole.
And
Okay.
bobbers and things.
Bobbers. It was very small, and there was actually packets of real fish in there, but they were dead.
Oh.
And so we went down to the pond, and we opened them up with our teeth. You know the way you would open up a candy bar?
That must have tasted nice.
And as soon as it opened up, it got on my lip, and I said, "Oh, it smelled so bad. I couldn't get. To this day, I can still smell it when I think about
I
it."
bet the fish loved it,
You're
though.
thinking about it right now, aren't you?
Yeah, we put the fish on the hook. We were at a reservoir, by the way. It wasn't really a pond.
Well, reservoir is bigger than a pond, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's no fish in it.
You're talking about like a retention pond.
We didn't know. Yeah.
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Oh, what
Yeah.
a disappointment.
By the way, speaking of reservoirs,
A retention pond or a reservoir?
reservoir. I don't know.
A reservoir supplies people with water. A retention pond is just a collection of water.
Okay, well then I'm saying the wrong word.
Yes, I think, or...
No, I am saying the wrong word
Okay.
if that's the definition. But Robin and I went to Publix one time.
Okay.
And the retention pond, which I called a reservoir,
Yeah.
was filled.
Yes.
And so we're talking to the young girl behind the counter. She says, "Boy, it's really pouring out." And I said, "Yeah, the reservoir's filled." She said, "What?" I said, "The reservoir's filled." She said, "I don't know what that is." I said, "That's that water in behind the store. It's filled." And she said, "I don't even know what that is." She said, "Oh, is that where you walk across the parking lot and you're always afraid you're going to drop your phone into the grating?"
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it goes into the retention pond.
She was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it."
Right down the road from here, behind the car dealerships, the retention pond is big because the walls are built with cinder block, and then sometimes it's all dry.
Where's that?
Huh?
Where's that?
Right, the block or two from here.
Yeah.
It's behind a big.
I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see it. And one time it's just dry. The next time it looks like a pond.
Like Easy Street. It's on Easy.
Yeah, I think it might be Easy Street. Yeah.
God.
It's just cool, And I've always said, when the water's up like that, put a little boat in there, like at the Central Park, with the little boats, with electric boats going around.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I would like to do that.
Probably get in trouble for doing it.
Did you do that?
I did.
On a boat in Central Park?
I didn't. I never went on a boat in Central Park.
No. The ones you rent.
Oh, I had
Did you live there?
Yeah.
I had a sailboat.
Yeah, that's what they usually
And
have.
it had no motor, nothing. Just,
you just
the
went
wind.
by wind.
The wind, you had to run across and get it.
That's
how
a big
fun.
pond, though. That's a lot of running.
And you had to wait.
Yeah.
No,
Here it comes. Here it goes. Oh, it's the other way. Here it comes. Oh, no, let's go the other way. All right, you take that side. I'll take this side. Oh, went the other way. Oh, my goodness. That's got to be frustrating.
Oh, my gosh.
Finally, he says, "It's yours. I'm leaving." Finally, you catch it. It's yours.
All right, so other things people bought. I never bought the Frontier cabin, but it was $1.
No.
And it came with a free nameplate.
A real cabin?
Well, I don't know.
It's probably
Big?
paper.
I think you pushed.
Paper.
I think you put it over a table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then there was also the Charles Atlas Dynamic Tension Muscle Building Kit,
Ooh.
which also
you got
sold $1. It featured the comic to sell the thing where the kid gets sand kicked in his face, and he's a skinny kid. Says, "Oh, don't let me prove I can make you a new man." And
Now, remember, we're talking 1950s, 60s?
1959 is what it says.
All right. So, 1959, $1 is compared to what, $10 now?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Well, bread back then was what, 10, 25 cents for a loaf of bread? Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Now here's one. This is almost
Almost.
as questionable as the X-ray specs.
Oh, okay.
It's the Hypno coin.
Oh.
Yes.
Does it come on a string?
It shows the guy holding the coin, which looks like a mint.
Okay.
It's a pocket-sized invention. It helps hypnotize in minutes, and what it shows is a pretty girl with her arms extended in front of her, saying,
Like Frankenstein.
Your wish is my command." That's
Oh, my God.
I'll buy a dozen.
I bet they sold a lot.
Because if I lose one, I want a spare.
There you go. Your wish is my command.
Then you bring it. She says, "Yeah, keep wishing."
The Polaris nuclear submarine sold for $698.
Oh!
It was 7 feet long.
One?
Oh, that's 7. Oh, I had the smaller version, and you put it in the water, and you put a little tablet in the top
Right.
where the periscope came up,
Right.
and you put it in there, and whatever it did, and it propulsed it, went by
my.
itself. But it was only like 12 inches long. But you put it in there, and it just went right down through the tub or whatever.
Wow.
Boy, that brought back a memory. I forgot about that
How
way
fun
back
is
when.
Did it work? Did you use it in the
That's
bathtub?
fun.
Yeah, put it in the bathtub, but yeah.
That's fun.
It was pretty cool, yeah. I don't know what the pills were. It could have been baking soda. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Think about this next one. This one is sold in Lynbrook, which is not too far from where I grew up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was cheese.
$1 for the exploding Army hand grenade exact replica.
Oh, my.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You were slightly getting a little bit of trouble there.
$1 plus 25-cent shipping.
Do you get to put it back together after it
I guess
breaks
so, yeah.
apart
I think it was a
on the
cap.
ground?
I think it was probably a cap.
Oh, a cap.
Yeah, on top. It goes pop.
Yeah,
It was heavy, so when you threw it, it would fall on it and pop and make the pop
I
sound.
think you're right. I think you're right.
Okay.
But it was out of a cheap metal. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
You could get 150 Civil War soldiers for $1.49.
Yes, yes.
My brother
or the
got
cowboy and
those, I
Indian ones,
remember.
or yeah.
Yeah, my brother got those.
And they were
soldiers
stamped.
and
They were
cowboys.
stamped out so many times that the edges of their body had this big seam on every. Well, they were in water a lot. I know.
Yeah, no, my brother got those. He loved those.
You get 6 Gatling machine guns, 30 cavalrymen, 30 infantrymen, 18 sharpshooters, 18 field cannons, 3 Merrimack ships, 6 hospital wagons, 6 hospital nurses.
Oh, wow.
6 scouts, 6 officers, 6 sergeants, 6 buglers, 6 coast mortars, and 3 monitor ships, all for $1.49.
Yeah, my
Plus
brother
tax.
got those. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
That was cool. Yeah, my goodness.
No CODs, by the way.
No CODs.
No cash on demand or
Yeah.
delivery. Cash on
Did
delivery.
you see? I'll go a little Disney quick in here. You know those the soldiers that walk around and they play the drums at Toyland,
Right. Oh,
yeah,
Toy Story
yeah.
Land. Well, the bottoms of their shoes are made like the plastic. They're wide, like what's left of the stamped plastic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little detail like that.
Oh, how fun is that?
They walk funny with it. Boom, boom.
Let's see. You could train at home for success in radio and television. Mail the coupon today. The National Radio Institute in Washington, D.C. will send you a sample lesson for your radio television
A
training.
sample lesson.
Yeah.
Put this piece in your mouth and they can hear you like you're talking next door.
It says here, there's good pay in radio and TV.
Oh, they lie. They lie. You assume.
It's
You
a-
lied to me.
It says here, make an additional $10 to $15 a week in your spare time.
Yeah? In your spare time. It's more than I make right now, so okay. I'll take it.
Let's see. Here's another way to make a few extra dollars.
Go ahead.
You could send 25 cents to the Stevens Credit Sales Company in Nashville, Tennessee, and they will send you some cards.
Yes?
If you sell 25 of them, you keep $2.50.
Wow!
Wow.
What if you sold them all and just kept all the money?
There you go. You sell all 40, you keep $4.
Yeah. What if you sell all 40, keep all $40? What the heck? Why would I sell and give you the money when I'm doing all the work? Yeah, I don't think so. What's wrong with this picture?
Oh, and then there was the magic deck of cards.
Oh, no, that's cool.
Oh.
The magic deck of cards.
I have a
Fun.
deck of cards my dad gave me, and they're in the archive somewhere at the house. It's a magic deck, but he never showed me how to use them.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, he gave me the deck. He says you can fill. It's a trick how you.
Knowing you couldn't figure it out?
I think I know.
Does it
but-
look just like a normal deck
Yeah,
of
it looks
cards?
normal. But you have to have good fingers to feel the deck and everything.
Really?
Oh,
without
there's
there's something with the deck. But all these years, I've never sat there and examined it and everything. But yeah, it's the way you handle the deck and everything. But it's a professional.
How special.
Yeah. I have an idea, but I can't prove it. So.
Oh, my.
I like watching the
That'd be great.
Fool Us thing on Penn and Teller.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
those gentlemen with the cards.
They don't fool them a whole lot, but they fool me every time. I have
Oh yeah,
no idea how
I
they
watched
do
it. They're very. I'm not good with the close-up magic. No, they are. Some of the stuff you just watch their hands, and if one hand drifts, they'll go like with the left hand goes out, and the right hand drifts down behind the table for a tenth of a second. They already picked up something, and the hand comes back up. Or they go hey, and the hand comes back up. That hand going under there is a lot. And
That is cool.
when he talks in code, he says something.
Right.
Captain Kangaroo or something that has a lot of pouches, and it tells the guy with the trick that along the back of that desk there's pouches that he was dropping the things in or whatever, So, but they did
my.
fool one. They really fooled him because he pulled out a card from his jacket that was embossed with the gentleman's birth date on it, the date.
Yeah, you okay?
No, I'm choking.
I'm like-
the date and the day. There it is, embossed. And they thought they got him how they did it. And they were sitting down. Well, can we examine the table? Sure. And they pulled the cloth right off the table and looked under it.
Nothing there.
Well, they were looking for a miniature embossing machine. Apparently, they had those.
Right.
Nope. And they looked at him. You fooled us.
Wow, that's cool.
So, how do you do that? He just went in his pocket, grabbed it,
I don't
a
know.
few extra seconds in his pocket, but pulled out. and there's nothing in the pockets.
I have a question for you about that show. We got to go, but real quickly, is that show something that is actually an audience? Is it done in Vegas?
Yes, you can go see it.
And you can actually be in the audience?
Yes.
I would love to see that.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And they have a show, and now Penn and Teller also has their own teaching. They can teach you. We're up against that half hour. This is Cal.
Yeah, we got to go. Thank you, Joe. That was fun.
That was. Thank you for inviting me to sit in for a moment.
All right, we'll be right back. Ryan Salins is coming on, and Dr. Jeffrey Cleansing talking about the new spacecraft, the Icon, going up today, this afternoon.
Whoa, we get to watch it.
Very exciting if you had good binoculars.
Oh.
We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Million Wu, a Turkish offensive now underway in northern Syria, where U.S. troops have pulled out, leaving Kurdish fighters in the region vulnerable. They've been